Hey guys, so we're going to hook up this faucet today, hopefully. That being said, the first thing to do is to clear everything out of your way. Now that we're all set, we can take a look inside here. It is kind of dirty, and we got ourselves a light. Let's just take a look at the battery. We got full power, so that'll be awesome to work in. And this kind of gives you the layout. Now, I put these on for your drains. They're pretty easy. They're about 40 pounds of pressure, as tight as I could possibly get everything. And then again, I'm going to leak test it all. You use plumber's putty for the first part of the drain. So for this part here, you knead it up and then kind of put it in like a little bead going all the way around. You squish this down, all the excess comes out. You just pull that back, and that gives you your seal. The bottom portion of this has a, what do you call it, kind of a rubberized foam, and then that gets squished up there by that, and then this one also has another rubber gasket. So that gives you your downpipe, which is 1.25 inches, I believe it is. Now, that being said, there's two types to get for this. And that's just a compression ring. There's one made for a copper version of this. Obviously this one's the right size, because just by tightening a little bit you can see. The copper version of that will not fit, put it that way. So best to double check all that. Anyways, let's get on to it. So the first thing you have to do to decide to get your plumbing layout is to decide which sink is the master sink, because that would be where your drain is going down. And then this sink is just something that's attached to it. My plumbing layout reflects that. So again, because the dishwasher beside the sink, I have the Y for the dishwasher, and then a down sweeping 90. And this is the general idea between the master and the slave sink. So there's a bunch of different sizes you can get for these strain reliefs. I call them strain reliefs, but there's a different term for them. Basically, these two are for vanities, like you find in your bathroom. These ones are for your sink. So make sure you have the appropriate fitting. Most of the time I'll bring that piece right there to size up what one I need. So because of the hot and cold cycles, your plastic's going to contract and expand. So even though this is tapered, there is a seal on it, and this can be quite tight. A little bit of added insurance, which is cheap, is to add Teflon tape. Like so. That's basically just cheap insurance. I was trying to get the threads in line. There we go. And done. Now, some of you may wonder why I don't do the Teflon tape on these threads. It's because it also has a compression ring, which is seen right here. So that is a nylon ring, and that'll be the seal. You can get fixed versions of these, but having that little bit of leeway when you're putting everything in place is nice. So guys, as always, I will use any PPE that's available, such as safety glasses, and I have earplugs. And once again, I want to remind you guys, I make these videos for entertainment purposes only, so it's more used as a reference. So, and again, always get a licensed plumber who's insured and has the experience to do the work necessary. Enjoy. So to start off with, this is a representation of where I want the pipe to finish. Obviously, I want to leave this open for when I run in my hot and cold lines, which will be in this general area. So the piping, as far as I can coordinate it, will be coming across that way. And we're going to dry fit everything. So we'll get the idea of how things are going to be placed and what might look the best for us. Now we want to keep everything as high up as possible. So again, We know that's about 2 inches. That's what we'll cut. Now we'll clean all these up afterwards. This is just to kind of figure things out. So, right about there for now. And the next piece, again, we'll measure things off. We know that's about a 1/2 inch into here. And we want that to hit the T-pipe right about here. So to get that measurement, you simply just kind of aim that up to here. We know it's 11 inches. So again, all the burrs on here are going to be sanded off. They are not a problem as of yet. There we go. Okay. So we are going to duplicate this little piece here. That is not a close representation. There's a better representation there. Beautiful. So that's just eyeballing it. So that fits in here. And then that. This will slide up on here, loosen that up. Okay, so now it's starting to kind of look what I want. And that second piece I cut, we can just throw right into here. And now we have an idea of where, there we go, everything's going to end up. Yeah, starting to look like a plumbing fixture. Good, good, good. So that gives me an idea of how everything's going to sit. And so far it looks like it's going to clear everything. Let's check that out. So as you guys can see, I've cleared everything perfectly, come right across this way. And again, it's a little tight in this little area here, but it's going to be perfect that way. Awesome. Now to glue it all up. So before you start gluing, it's important to put down some rags, paper towel. I just have an old towel that I use as a shop rag. As you can see, I've used it before for this purpose. There we go. And get our glue out. Okay, we got our sandpaper, so it keeps that closed a little bit. Away we go. So we drilled the hole. As you can see, it's a long bloody bit. Let's go see what it looks like on the other side. And that's the hole I just put through my floor. And this is what it looks like complete. I have the dishwasher waste line hooked up right there. You see the water line, it's right there. The power is right here. I'm probably going to get, well, I am going to get a GFI. Probably put it all the way right up right here. Like an exterior outlet, not embedded, because there's nothing behind this. And then we have our water lines that are right here, hot and cold. I'm probably going to have them come up to about here. And then I'm going to have a T go off into the side here for the dishwasher, because I want to be able to pull it out to about here if I ever need to get in there or need to clean anything. I want as much room as possible. So that all being said, guys, thank you for watching.